My name is Niki Delone. I'm a production supervisor, and the shows I've worked on with Synchronize are No Ordinary Family and Hallelujah. I think one of my favorite things about Synchronize, or the change that it's brought forward, is that really it's possible now to do things paperless. I mean, me personally, I used to get every hard copies of everything. I don't get hard copies of anything anymore because I don't take anything home because I know I can access it whenever I need to, including scripts, everything. I just read on my computer now. In production, we get a lot of people saying they didn't get the call sheet, or they didn't know about something, or nobody told them about it. One of the great features of Synchronize is that when you email everybody, you get a list back showing you who got the emails, what time they got the email. I mean, since now that people know that we use Synchronize and that I get a list of everyone who got the email, I get a lot less people saying they didn't receive things. I just thought it was a great idea to have everything be able to be in one place. Because a lot of times people email out things and there's not one central location where you can go back and look them up. Like at the beginning when we first started using Synchronize, the line in the office was, well, it's on Synchronize. And at first, all the people that worked in my office kept saying, well, it's on Synchronize. It's on Synchronize. So then people really stopped asking us for stuff and started looking themselves. And I think everyone started really liking it. So the cast got used to getting their scripts through Synchronize and seeing the emails. And we didn't deliver any hard copies of scripts on No Ordinary Family or Hallelujah, which was amazing. And we get pestered a lot less for things ever since we've been using Synchronize. People seem to be able, it's so user-friendly that I really don't have to explain to people how to use it. Once they go on it, it's pretty clear where everything is. It's self-explanatory. So people take initiative and actually go look for things themselves before they come to us and ask for things. It's very user-friendly. They get an email, they set up their own access. And once people go on it and learn how to use it, everyone ends up loving it. And so, a lot of times they don't ask me for things. They just say, oh, I'll just get it off Synchronize, which is great, instead of bugging us to re-email, resend, Well, luckily, I don't have to make sides anymore. But I know from experience for the PAs, it's so much easier with Synchronize to make the sides. It's such a simple procedure. You basically select what scenes you're shooting the next day, and the program sorts them for you, which is amazing. It also crosses out what scenes you're not shooting, and you just print them out and make the sides that way rather than having to do them by hand, which I've done in the past. It's very helpful. The 360 feature of Synchronize is great because it allows us to post stuff. And rather than relying on hard copies and the distribution of hard copies, everyone can go there and see if things have been posted and refer back to them. It's a website. You can just go in. Like, I can type up a memo over the weekend, too, and distribute to everyone over the weekend. I don't have to look up people's email addresses or anything crazy. It's like a big time saver for me to be able to use it anywhere. You can basically give people permission to see things or not. And what's cool about that, too, is if they don't have permission to, let's say, see the cast list, the folder doesn't even show up when they go on Synchronize. So people aren't bugging me like, oh, I see this folder is locked. Why can't I get into it? It doesn't even show up at all. I could be on Las Vegas on vacation and take 2 minutes and email out a script, rather than having to worry about having my computer or not being at home or having to go into the office. It's very helpful. The first time we had to be trained on Synchronize, well, we did it in several groupings. So Reese would come out, pretty much, he worked around our schedule. He came out and trained my whole office one day, and he sat with people individually. It was great. I think that was one of the biggest. I mean, and from day one, he explained that if we needed somebody in the office for the entire first day just helping us add people and get set up, he'd be happy to provide somebody, which I thought was exceptional. And it turns out we didn't really need it. Hopefully, when I work at the big TV studios, we can just use Synchronize from now on instead of having to use like their much slower networks. I cannot imagine doing a show without it now. It just made my life so much easier as far as distribution and everyone having all the information. It just made things so much easier.